What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Fit, Healthy, and most of all, Happy podcast. I'm your coach and host, Josh, here with
his co-host and co-coach, KG, and I'm in the house.
Today, you've signed up for an episode of Mythbusters because we're going to be hitting 7 popular fitness myths that you very well may believe, why they're myths, and what you should be doing instead. So we're going to waste no time. Today's episode is going to be very informative, and also it's just going to be, I think, very surprising, some of these actually that are listed here, because you probably hear it, you may believe it, but let's jump into it. What's number 1?
So number 1 is that men and women should be training entirely different. And so you have to hear me out first because I'm going to give you some background, but oftentimes people will think, okay, if I'm, a woman, I should be doing 20 plus reps. I should be doing lightweight. I should be toning. I should be tightening up. Men should be doing a different rep scheme. Same with exercises. I hear it very, very often. And the truth is, strength training is incredible for anybody. Lifting weights will change your body composition. It'll tone you up. It'll do some incredible things. And I want to start with this one because, like I said, it's unique, but there are a bunch of things to consider. So, of course, your training program will be completely different, and it should be different, but there will be a lot of very similar exercises helping you progress and just build your overall physique. So some things to consider is, especially the difference in frequency. Some women will, let's say, have 3 lower body days, whereas men may have 1 to 2. Some men will have more chest work, and once again, 1 to 2 leg days, and just different programs all in all. But it shouldn't be like a massive difference. Like I just see so many times people saying like, wait, you're training chest as well as a woman and all these different things. So I just want to start with that one. A lot of times when we do program, once again, very similar movements, but just the way that we develop it, the way we put the routine together, the way we structure the days are going to be completely different. So I wanted to start off with that as number 1.
This one's incredibly well said, and I find even just getting past this mindset and really understanding how training works. And the only difference I'd really say is if you want to overemphasize legs over upper body, that is a common shift, I'd say, between women and men, but both should be really focusing on both areas. So that's how you build a strong, balanced physique. But that is incredibly well said. And going into the second one, the tip, and we actually mentioned this on Monday when I was asked about what are the cornerstones of nutrition. So many people say if you eat after 7, 8, 9, XYZ time, you're going to gain more fat. And this is just frankly a myth. The only negative with eating later is you may have already finished your calories, and or it can affect digestion, which could make you sleep a little bit worse. So those are really the only 2 things. You're not going to be storing more fat from having carbs past some magical time in your system. That just isn't the way it works. I myself try to make an effort to not really eat past whenever dinner is, honestly, because I just find when I snack at night, nothing good happens. We said before, nothing good happens after 9 p.m. Like it just, usually you're going to be more tempted to have stuff you shouldn't be having. So that I think is where more of, even though it's a myth, where the truth lays, because it's just very tempting when you're bored. You want something that's going to excite you. You go reach for whatever's there and you will overindulge during that time. So this is something you're going to have to evaluate within your life and see what feels best.
100%. And honestly, if you are looking to get to the next level, you're looking to achieve a next level transformation. Before I give you tip number 3, I just wanted to let you know you can check out our website. It's actually linked down below, but you can also just search colossusfitness.com. You can see what we're all about, how our coaching works. We obviously focus on nutrition, training, accountability, and all this great stuff to get you long-lasting results. And our biggest mission is to save you time, money, energy, and just to get rid of all the nonsense that's out there so you just know exactly what to do and you focus on the most important stuff. So make sure to check out our website, fill out an application. It should only take you a few minutes, but that's going to bring me into number 3. So something I hear very often, I've heard it over and over again, is the more you sweat, the better your workout is, the more you burn, all this other stuff. And I want to make a reel on this very soon. I just got to put it together, but just showcasing the fact that like the person who's, for example, let's say Josh and I, we work out, we both have incredible workouts, we both push it, and I just get off and I'm just absolutely drenched. That doesn't mean that it was a better workout for me. Honestly, when it comes to sweat, it's just your body's way of cooling you down, and it just doesn't correlate to anything, you know what I mean? So that's where so many people struggle, is they're chasing the wrong stuff. And I guess I can encompass a couple different things that aren't going to be mentioned in this episode, such as soreness, and obviously the sweat, just having a crazy high heart rate, where you feel like you've just absolutely destroyed yourself. When it comes to true results, when it comes to just getting to the next level, a properly periodized, solid strength training program is going to absolutely be so incredible and phenomenal. But these extra little factors of like who sweats more, of who's more sore, of who's, just heart rate got higher, like these aren't really going to make a big difference. And you should avoid chasing that because you can spend a lot of time wasting your time doing that stuff.
Absolutely, well said. And as we get to number 4, getting back to the whole argument that women get too bulky from lifting, this is an older myth, and it is great to see this kind of breaking through and to see a lot more women embracing the gym, embracing training heavy. But there is definitely still a stigma, especially to new people. If you've been hesitant to try weight training, that you're going to get in there, you're going to accidentally pick up a dumbbell, and you're going to end up having vascular, massive arms from just doing something once. I can assure you that is not the case. Putting on muscle is very hard, and if you have really incredible genetics and you have a great predisposition to already having a lot of musculature in your system, even pre-lifting, you can be aware of that, and you can just not work those areas as intensely or as hard. You could just work them to basically a non-challenging amount. But this is such a rare thing. This is probably 1 out of 100 people, and for most people, you'll notice by actually lifting heavier that you're going to have more of a dense, stronger kind of muscle belly, which is going to make you look leaner, toner, and slimmer. So it's actually the opposite effect, and you're going to notice you look a lot better, and you're going to, as Arnold said, if it jiggles, it's fat. So if you got fat in your arms that you want to get rid of, or love handles or whatnot, by lifting, improving your composition, decreasing your body fat, you're going to look exactly how you want to look.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm going to jump into number 5 here. And this is going to encompass a whole number of things. Just anytime I go online, I just see very just bold claims, just nonsense claims. And so essentially it is that, and you can fill in the blank here, but I'm going to start with oatmeal, veggies, cereal, whatever is horrible and it's going to kill you. Like, this is a myth. Like, there's so many different things that are said, and there's some specific people that come to mind that it drives me nuts. But I guess it's just their brand of like coming out there, just demonizing, because when you think of what some of these people are after, it's to get you to follow their protocols. So if someone out there is a very heavily dense keto supporter, it's what their brand is, it's what they do. What they're going to do is they're going to spend so much time on that, and anything that's not keto based, it's just they talk down on it and they say it's horrible, and they come up with all these beliefs and all these thoughts. And even just some of them, like for example, I'm thinking of the people who are, let's say just solely meat based, and then they add in fruits and whatever. That Paul Saladino guy, he will come out here and say you'll walk around the grocery store and just showcase, this is going to kill you, this has pesticides, this has chemicals, this and that. And the truth is that within moderation, you should be able to follow a flexible approach. You should be able to enjoy some fun foods to make it sustainable. And a lot of these claims, you really have to just be able to navigate and look past that, because there's just so much misinformation out there. So the myth that I'm trying to get at here is that any of these fill in the blank is going to be bad for you. Now, if you're someone that's just constantly all day just eating junk food and eating like all this candy and chips, and just you're shoveling pop down, which I don't believe any of you are, that's going to be a different story. But if you're like, hey, I enjoy oatmeal and I want to have this a little bit into my breakfast, like, just don't listen to all this nonsense, because it drives me nuts. And I hope this helped you out.
Yeah, it's crazy that people will take someone who really radically needs to make better lifestyle choices and try and demonize vegetables for them, or the oatmeal they're having. And if you're someone who's over like fixating on one food, and people all the time say this is bad for you, and you say why, and they'll say, who knows? Usually you'll hear chemicals, and that wouldn't necessarily apply to these two items, but it's like, okay, what chemicals? Like, and then that's where it just becomes this whole issue, because there's chemicals in your water, there's chemicals in your food, there's toxins in the air, toxins another one. Like, stop looking to demonize foods and just aim to eat better, and really just kind of push forward from that. We know what makes us feel best. Identify when you eat, how it makes you feel, how it changes your composition, how you digest it, and seek to improve from there. Stop listening to people who are frankly just rage baiting and trying to get your attention online. You're doing yourself no favors. You're going to fixate on the wrong things, and they're just going to end up hurting your results just because you're buying into their BS. So I'm really glad Kyle did bring that up. And then my next one here is just that low fat diets are the best for weight loss. And then there's the opposite, where you need high fat diets for weight loss. So whether it be keto or whether it be cutting out fat altogether, because fat makes you fat, That is not the case at all, and it is a huge oversimplification. Fat is a type of nutrient that has many important functions in the body. It can help you actually with your hormones. It can also do a lot of other great things, and fats are amazing for you too, especially like extra virgin olive oil is just absolutely great. Like guacs, there's so many healthy fats out there that are going to make you feel phenomenal and that are going to be really beneficial to your physique and just general composition goals. So once again, by demonizing a specific nutrient, you are not helping yourself. It's better you learn how protein, carbs, fats, fiber, micronutrients all affect and work towards your gains and with your body and what you need to do there. So it's really just moderation of everything, learning what works best for you. Once again, keto might work best for some people. I find it's a little restrictive, but that's where you really have to narrow in on you, yourself, and your journey and what will be best for you.
Absolutely. And one thing working off of my number 5 that I just want to mention, because I saw this the other day, and, essentially it came from Chris Williamson, who's quoting Lane Norton, and he had said, "Stop stepping over pounds to pick up pennies. The average calorie intake in the US is 3,540 calories. Average daily physical activity is less than 20 minutes. But there are people out there who believe oatmeal, fruits, veggies, and polysaturated fats are what are making us sick." So once again, just wanted to share that as a little study and as a little quote that should hopefully help you understand some different myths that take place. But number 7 is just that crunches or other ab exercises are the best way to get abs. Now, there's no doubt that doing any of this ab training, like it will definitely help you have a stronger core, stronger midsection, stronger abs, whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, the biggest and most important thing, like we've been kind of spending some time talking about, is a balanced diet, just overall focus on strength training within the current week. And then, as a bonus to get you into a deficit, if you're looking to get those abs, doing some cardiovascular exercise as well to help you burn more calories. So once again, it's not the ab training, it's not the crunches, it's not the leg raises, the dead bugs, the hollow holds or anything like that. It's just being in a calorie deficit, eating better, making sure you're strength training and doing a bit of cardio if you need that extra push to get you into a deficit. And those are the biggest things that'll help you get those abs.
Those are 7 myths busted. If you want to check out some of our older episodes on this as well with some additional myths, we will link that down below. And it's really just about understanding the deeper why behind it. And if you want to continue to learn more, definitely listen to some old episodes, keep tuning into some new ones, because we're here to really just call out BS for what it is BS, so you can fixate on what's actually going to be a mover for you in your journey so you can see better results faster. So if you love today's episode, share it with a friend, share it with someone who needs to see it so you can help them get better results as well. And we wish you a fantastic day.